Welcome to another round of Month in Data, in which we look at the numbers behind some of this month's trending stories. OpenAI released the long-awaited GPT-5, the newest version of its popular ChatGPT AI bot. Sam Altman, the company's CEO, has stated that the new model is more intelligent and faster than its predecessors, being able to provide users with PhD levels of expertise. The release also makes full use of ChatGPT's new agent mode, allowing it to search the web, automate workflows, and connect with apps like Gmail and GitHub to essentially transform into a powerful digital assistant. Agentic AI is one of the most significant artificial intelligence developments of 2025. The market value for this function alone stood at $5.1 billion in 2024 and is anticipated to surpass $47 billion by the end of 2025. But even amid so much innovation, the GPT-5 release had very mixed reactions. With around 400 million monthly active users, many people had become dependent on the characteristics of the older models and how they interact with their own workflows. While many were excited about its promised size and capabilities, the most significant critiques pointed at performance issues, a more distant tone, and less innovative responses. Other users weren't happy the older models were taken away without warning, breaking their workflows and providing a totally different experience. After intense feedback, the company implemented a toggle menu for paid users to manually transition to previous models for the time being. Speaking of 400 million users, Meta announced that Threads reached 400 million active users worldwide, with 50 million of those joining over the last 3 months. When it launched in July 2023, the platform reached 2 million signups in just 2 hours and had over 100 million users 5 days later, even surpassing the adoption mark of ChatGPT. The current mark also has put it closer to X, formerly Twitter, which registered around 586 million users by the beginning of 2025. Blue Sky, another decentralized competitor of both platforms, has reached 38 million users in August. This is a significant increase from 14.5 million in October 2024, indicating its popularity among users who are seeking new options. Among other platforms, Pinterest has also consistently expanded its user base. The platform reached more than 578 million users by the end of this year's second quarter. The most popular networks in the world are still dominated by Meta properties, with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp holding 3 of the top 5 positions. Whether it's social media or artificial intelligence, the physical hardware providing the computational power is crucial to both. Geopolitics continued to shape the world of semiconductors through August. At the heart of this remains the US-China chip race, the intensifying competition between the United States and China over semiconductor innovation and security. The US and China are the world's 2 biggest spenders on semiconductors, pouring billions into chip design, manufacturing, and subsidies. However, the fiercest battle isn't centered on basic chips, but the advanced processors helping to train and power AI. In an AI chip market valued at over $92 billion in 2025, the US holds the edge over China, thanks to unmatched tech innovation and homegrown giants like NVIDIA and AMD leading the way. Their processors set the global standard, so advanced that even Chinese firms, despite restrictions, have often scrambled to secure them. As a result, China represents an important market for both companies, meaning export restrictions imposed by the US government have raised uncertainty about future growth. In August, however, NVIDIA and AMD struck a controversial deal in exchange for US export license to sell AI chips in China. Both will pay 15% of revenue to the US government, a first-of-its-kind arrangement blending national security with fiscal leverage. In the same month, President Trump also proposed taking a direct stake in Intel, the struggling US chip behemoth that has long hoped for an upturn in its fortunes. A stake would aim to secure domestic production and protect strategic technology, and shows Washington is not just regulating the chip market, but may soon become an active player. Back in the digital space, the UK media regulator Ofcom began enforcing mandatory age verification for adult websites, meaning the providers of those websites need to verify users are over the age of 18 or face hefty fines. Accepted methods include ID uploads, facial scans, credit card checks, or digital identity wallets. And thousands of websites from market leader Pornhub to social media sites such as Reddit need to comply. Unsurprisingly, many people aren't comfortable with the idea of supplying personal data to websites of this nature, causing a huge drop in traffic originating from the UK. Data from SimilarWeb indicates the leading sites lost almost half of their UK traffic, which in the case of Pornhub equates to around 1.2 million users. But of course, that doesn't mean all of those missing users are actual lost users. Normally, when a user connects to a website, this is done through their internet service provider, and the website can detect the user's location based on this information and gain access based on the laws of the land. VPNs let users virtually tunnel to a different location and trick the website into thinking they are visiting from a country without restrictions in place. Major VPN suppliers reported increased signups of more than 1,000%, and the peak increase in overall VPN demand was observed at 6,430%. Whereas in countries like Australia and the United States, the top 5 iPhone apps were a mix of AI, social media, and services. 4 out of the top 5 apps in the UK were VPN providers. The UK isn't alone in trying to make accessing adult material online as difficult for minors as it would be in a physical store. 19 states in the US have passed laws requiring age verification, similar to the UK. In response, Pornhub have, at least for now, blocked access in those states. That's it for this month. To find out more about these stories and countless others, head over to statista.com and join us next time for another round of Month in Data.